Hi there, everyone. Today, I'm excited to have with me Brett Golden, all the way from Thailand, right? Am I correct?
Thailand, yeah,
Thailand.
Thailand. Nice to
Okay.
be here, man.
He's going to talk to us today about the 5 steps to dominate the first page of Google.
That's
Brett,
right.
why should someone really listen to you?
Well, I'll tell you about myself first.
Okay.
Like you just said, I'm in Thailand. I'm clearly not Thai. I'm from the UK. My background is mainly web development and search marketing. I've been doing it for about 15 years. I
Wow.
have like 15 years experience in web development mainly. And yeah, I've had some pretty good success with it in the past, and I continue having success with it as I go forward as well. So I'm mainly doing all of my work here now from Thailand,
Mhm.
and I travel about a little bit, and I basically just work remotely and work online for clients all over the world. So
Excellent. And offline, we spoke about the fact that you created a website that you sold as well. So you also know how to make big money too.
correct, yeah. Back in the UK a couple of years ago, I worked for a client, and we started from well, we didn't have a website, right? So we tried to establish an online presence in the UK and Europe, and it took us 18 months, and I worked on that solo. I got it to the front page of Google, ranking position number two,
Mm.
not number one, which is almost just as good, but we'll talk about that another time. And we sold that for like 6 figures, yeah,
Okay,
in 18 months. So.
excellent. Can we just get straight into the 5 steps that anyone can take to dominate the first page of Google?
Sure, yeah. You asked me to come up with 5 steps,
Yeah.
and I've kind of going to try and deliver these steps to people who don't have too much experience with search engine optimization. Maybe some people that are new to it,
Yeah.
and just want to get started and see where to go with it and how they can actually be successful, not having too much of a background in it. Because you don't have to be a web developer to rank a website, right? Anybody can do it. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so like step number one, the most important thing, which a lot of people don't take into consideration, I would really say is you need to actually establish your goals first. So you really need to know what you want to achieve, what your business objectives are, and you talk a lot about that in your YouTube videos and your courses
Yeah, I do.
to help people establish those. And that's really so important because you don't want to take on the challenge and not really know what challenge you're taking on in the first place, right?
Mm,
Which a
mm.
lot of people do. They kind of they shoot blind and they don't really know where they're going. So that's step number one. You need to establish your goals first, know your target audience, and really know what you want to achieve right from the start. Step number two, once you know what you want to achieve and you've got it clear in your mind, you've got your business objectives clear, you want to do your keyword research. So I always say what gets measured gets accomplished, right? So if you don't know what keywords you're trying to rank your website for, you're not going to know how you're progressing. You're not going to know how you're ranking.
Mm.
Another great thing about doing keyword research and actually tracking your progress is once you see results, and you will see results once you apply the appropriate steps,
Mm.
it gives you motivation to continue and to go on. And that's really exciting. That like for the first 2 or 3 months, you might not see any progression in the search engines, but once you see yourself jump from like page 10 to page 5, like that motivates you, right? And it just makes you work harder and you'll achieve your goals like so much more quickly. So,
Mm. I said I wouldn't interrupt you too much, but
sure.
so let me do it the first time. What kind of goals do you think someone should have, and how do you decide on the keyword to go for?
Um, it's changed a little bit now from back in the day. The more time goes on, the more people get involved. So, a lot of ranking for Google now is all long tail search, right? If you go back a few years, you could rank for pretty big key terms. I would just say I just had a client I was speaking to a couple of days ago, and they wanted me
Mm.
to rank them for like the keyword marketing and things like that. And it's like you need to not aim too high with keywords such as marketing or big like single words like that, but
Mm.
rank kind of in the middle, right? So you want to go for keywords that are specific to you. Like local search is really easy to do, so you might rank for like marketing and then your local area. So that would be quite easy, like much easier, and actually you'd have a chance of actually ranking for that term. So I would set your goals around that level, unless you have like a huge budget, and
Okay.
that's a different ballgame
Okay.
altogether. So
Okay. Okay. I get it now. I get it. Okay.
yeah.
All right. Cool. So step number one is you're gonna set goals. Step number two, you're gonna decide on what keywords you're going for. Long tail or short tail could be good, but not
Yeah, go for something in the middle.
Yeah,
You know,
go for something
something
in
in
the
the
middle.
middle.
Okay. Step
Yeah.
3.
Step 3. You need to optimize your website and make sure that your keywords are included on your site. Okay, it's really basic. You don't need to over optimize it, and like keyword stuff in your pages can actually be detrimental. But after all, the keywords do have to be on your site for you to rank for those keywords, right? A good tip for ranking for long tail keywords is what I do over on my blog is for every video you publish on YouTube or any video you publish online, you can transcribe the video, right? So it's very easy to get a transcription made of a video you're making, or to write up whatever content you're producing, have it in written form, because then without kind of trying, you're adding more and more keywords for you to rank for, right? And you're getting those keywords on your page. So
Okay.
that's a tip there for you.
That's a good one. Step 4.
Step 4, step 5 are kind of similar. So
Okay.
I want to talk about outreach and what really makes your site rank, and that pretty much is backlinks, right? So you need to get backlinks from other sites in your niche. So step 4, I would say you really need to sit back long and hard and kind of think about your angle, right? So you need to come up with creative methods and creative ways to get backlinks to your site. Now that will be specific to your business and what you're doing. For example, I ranked a fitness website locally in a town where I used to live, and I did this by guest posting in local magazines' health and fitness sections of their sites, right? So we got a lot of backlinks from local magazines. We published in the health and fitness section of those magazines, so it was relative to our niche, and the magazines had good authority because they were constantly putting out content. So that's kind of like a creative angle you can use to kind of rank a health and fitness site or something related. But we ranked that right to number 1 on Google with not that many backlinks at all.
Wow.
And it was just because the sites we used were so authoritative because they were coming from magazines. And it was really, there wasn't any trick to it. It was just a creative angle, right? So you need to find a creative angle to get traffic into your site and to get links and things like that.
So why are these backlinks so important?
Google looks at backlinks coming into your site as a recommendation. If you've got a website linking to you, it's a much better ranking signal to Google than like a reciprocal link. So link exchanges aren't very good. So you don't want to get links coming into your site and then be linking back to other sites if you can help it.
So step 1 is to decide on the goal you're going for. Step 2 is the keywords that you're going to go for. Step 3 is to optimize your website or your pages, and step 4 is to think creatively and
find an angle
to find an angle. And step 5 is it to go out there and get the backlinks.
Yeah, just to outreach. Now what I find a lot of people do when they try to outreach is they don't have any system in place. Like I have a method I use where I track the people that I'm outreaching to, and it almost becomes automatic, and it enables me to do outreach en masse, which is what you really need, because you need like hundreds of backlinks in some cases if you don't have a good angle. I mean, you can still rank a site with more backlinks if your angle's not that great, right? So you need kind of a system to manage the amount of people that you're outreaching to, especially now, because back in the day you could send an email and say, oh, can I guest post on your blog? The person would say, yeah, sure. And you'd have a link, and then you'd close that one off and move on to the next one. Nowadays, to steal a line from Gary Vaynerchuk, you need to kind of jab, and hook, right? So you need a system that's going to keep all of your connections, so you can manage that, right? Whether I use a CRM to do that. You could use like a spreadsheet, a database, but just keep track of the people you're outreaching to, and make sure that you follow up and get the link from them, and make sure you build those relationships up. But you need a system in place before you start doing outreach, so you can do it en masse.
The suggestion that you've given us today, it actually can work, but it's going to take time, right? Am I correct?
Oh, it always will take time.
I was just thinking that for us to really get a lot of value out of this, I think it'd probably be good if you can, at some point, create a course around this so that we can really delve into it a little bit more deeper than we've done in this short video.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we obviously can't get into details here. We can only go over these steps briefly, but we can definitely go into hard details and show everybody the systems I use and to manage this and to actually implement it. I'm all about kind of putting systems in place where you can do things kind of on autopilot, right? Where you don't have to think too much. And I have my methods for doing this, and I'll be happy to make a course and we can get into more detail with you.
Excellent. So if someone wants to get in touch with you, they cannot wait for your course. They just want to get in touch with you now. They want you to help them to get their SEO going. What's the best way to reach out to you?
Well, you can email me. My email address is brett@optinenterprise.com, and I blog over on optinenterprise.com as well.
Okay.
I also have a Facebook page, so you can just like the page and send me a message on there if you like.
So we'll also put a link to your website and to your email at the bottom of this video so everybody can have access to you.
Sure,
Oh,
awesome, no problem.
all right, Brett. Thanks so much for coming on today to come and talk to us about this SEO 5 steps to dominate the first page of Google. It's really exciting,
No
and all the stuff you've shared with us is awesome stuff. And if anyone will go out there and do it, they'll get good results. So really,
Most definitely.
yeah. So if you like this
Definitely.
video, then like it. If you like it, share it. If you like it, comment below. We would love to hear from you. But until we speak to Brett again, until we see him doing his course for us, well, thanks so much for coming, Brett.
Thanks a lot, everyone. Take care.
Really appreciate you. Thank you.
Take care. Bye.